It's your girl, Miss Corny Monroe, and we finna make some taco hot Cheeto dipped egg rolls, y'all. Okay, so first I'm gonna show y'all what I have. Egg roll shells, ground turkey, some provolone cheese, some cream cheese, some taco seasoning, some Goya yellow rice, and some hot Cheeto puffs. And then I'm gonna cut my onion up. Slice it up how you like to cut your onion up. Don't gotta be perfect, you know just how you make your tacos. So I chopped my onion up real good. I didn't use a whole onion, y'all. I used like a little, like one half of an onion, y'all. Don't mind me adjusting my camera, y'all. I be trying to make sure that it's on point when I'm trying to record. And I still don't like the fact that my cabinet was in it, but hey, we're just gonna thug it out like that anyway. So I chopped my onion up, y'all. Nice how I like to cut it. I like to cut my onion up big when it's for my taco meat, y'all. So I didn't cut it up too small, so I put my ground turkey in the pan. Then I added my onions to my ground turkey. Well, I used a pot, not a pan. I don't know. For some reason, I like to use pots when I make my taco meat. I don't know. It just works for me like that. So I added my onions. Then I added I was trying to adjust the camera, y'all. I forgot to edit that. I should probably edit that out, but oh well, it's still in there. It is what it is. So I added my seasoning. I do add extra seasoning to my meat all the time. Even when I'm using taco seasoning, I just feel like you gotta add a little extra seasoning. Because the taco seasoning, it be decent, but it don't be really like giving the meat that flavor that you want your meat to have. And that's why when you making your food at home, you can cook it however you want to cook it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I do add extra seasoning to my meat, and I use a spoon. I like to use a spoon when I cook my ground meat too. It just works for me. So now I'm adding my taco seasoning. We're gonna add a little water in there. Of course, y'all know you're gonna add a little water with that taco seasoning, and then we're gonna mix it up real good, evenly, and let that meat cook and simmer down in there. Let that flavor get into there. Let that taco seasoning flavor get all up into there. And then we're going to mix it up real good. Then we're going to let that simmer and cook down on low. So then we're going to add our rice to the boiling water. And then we're going to let that cook. And then while that's cooking, I'm over here mixing my egg up for my egg rolls. So I just put 2 eggs in there. And then I mix them. Like you making regular scrambled eggs. But this ain't no fit to be no scrambled eggs. We just need a little bit of egg to hold the egg roll shell together once you put the meat and stuff in there and all your ingredients that you put inside of your egg roll. So that's why we doing this step. So then I got my hot Cheeto puffs and I put them in a Ziploc bag. And then we are going to crumble them. I used the spoon. If you want to use a blender, you can. My son did end up helping me. He used the blender. Oh, yeah, and I added cayenne pepper, too, because hot Cheetos, they're not that hot to me. And I like spicy food, so I added some cayenne to my hot Cheeto crumble. So I was using my hand there first because I figured it was fast and easy, but then I ended up using the spoon. And then I noticed that I had a lot of air in there, so let me let some of the air out. So I let some of the air out, and then I used the spoon and then smashed it down. So yeah, that's what I did. I flipped it on the other side to make sure that it was completely crumbled all the way evenly through. So when I dip it, it can come out how I want it to come out. So, okay. So as y'all can see, I'm just making sure that it's smashed all the way good. Y'all see how that look? Okay. So once it got like that, I knew it was ready to go. So then I got my egg roll shells out, y'all. I did have to show y'all the oil. I put my hot oil on. I almost forgot that step. I ain't even gonna lie. I put my oil on, let it get hot, because you want it to be hot. And you don't have to cook these really long, y'all, because I'm telling y'all, these things will burn. I burned like 2 of them. No, I didn't put the burn ones in the video, but yes, I did burn like 2 of them. So be careful. It only needs to cook probably like 2 or 3 seconds on each side. Not seconds, they're probably like 2 or 3 minutes on each side. And then you take it out. Don't turn around from the stove. Don't do anything else. When you put that egg roll inside of that grease, you better make sure that you're watching it because it can easily burn. So, y'all, I mixed my rice and my meat up together. Kind of similar to how you do dirty rice. So I think it was really actually good, y'all. And if y'all want to try this for some dirty rice, I would suggest y'all try the yellow rice for some dirty rice. It actually was good. I tasted it. So y'all, I was using my hands. Yes, I did use my hands because I had a little fancy little thing, and I used a spoon as well. So I just put a little egg on each side, and then I put my meat inside. First, I put the cheese. Sorry. First, I put the cheese, but I kept messing up on the second one. Put the cheese on there first, then you add your meat. You don't want to overstuff it because you want it to fit evenly in there when you wrap that egg roll. Okay? So here you see I'm wrapping the egg roll. And the wrapping egg rolls is pretty easy if you do it. So once my egg roll was wrapped how I wanted it to be wrapped, I'm going to show y'all how it looked afterwards. So then I'm going to take the entire egg roll and dip it inside of the egg batter. And then I'm going to roll it into the hot Cheeto dust. So if you want to use gloves, I highly recommend you use gloves for this because this is a very, very, very messy snack. I wouldn't call it a meal because this is not a meal. This is a snack, okay? So y'all know big backs, like we like snacks. And shout out to my girl, IMK. This is where I first seen this recipe at. So make sure y'all follow her on all platforms, okay? IMK. I got this recipe from her. So shout out to her. So yeah, you put it in that hot grease and don't let that mug cook too long because it will easily burn. So I used some cream cheese. I lightly softened my cream cheese in the microwave. And I'm going to dip my egg roll inside of the cream cheese and then back into the hot Cheeto batter. So, like so. I'm showing y'all how I did it. Dip it on up in there. And if you want to make sure that you can dip it easily, make sure that your cream cheese is really, really soft. Mine's wasn't really that soft. It could have been softer and more looser. Or you could probably just use like the whipped cream cheese since the whipped cream cheese is more lighter. So, but it did still work out for me. But it could have been better, I think, if I would have either let it, be a little thinner or maybe even add a little heavy cream to loosen it up. Maybe, or even a little bit of milk. Whatever you have to work with in your house. Warm it up a little bit, mix it up so it can be like a little thinner, because the cream cheese is kind of thick. But it still ended up working out for me, y'all. I do not know why it was taking so long and it was paused that long, but that's how it turned out, y'all. And that's how it looked it. So, yeah. And then the next step we're going to do, we're going to make a little dipping sauce. Because, we can't have no egg rolls without no dipping sauce. Like, what? So we're going to put some sour cream inside of this little condiment bowl. Then we're going to add some hot sauce. You can use whatever kind of hot sauce you want it. I use this hot sauce because this is one of my favorite hot sauces. And it's real hot. And, yeah, I like hot stuff. Excuse my baby in the background, y'all. She's sneezing and talking and stuff. So excuse her, y'all. So I didn't think that was going to be hot enough. So I added some more, y'all. I really, really like hot food. If you don't like hot food, don't use this hot sauce. Just use your regular Louisiana hot sauce or your red hot, and you'll be fine. But I like hot stuff, so that's why I use this hot sauce. And this is how the egg rolls turned out, y'all. OMG, look at that. Oh, yes, honey. It was so good, too. My kids tore them up, y'all. We tore them down. And it was so good. And I dipped it. I'm like, yes, honey, it's good. It was kind of spicy, though, because I put a little bit too much hot sauce. But, baby, it was good. All right, y'all. Bye. This video, make sure you share.